Hi, this is Kirsty from Beachcombing magazine. We're having a blast on our cross-continental beachcombing trip. This week we started in Cape Hatteras in the Outer Banks and started to head north towards New England. So our first day, we visited the Body Lighthouse. It's at the north end of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore. And although we didn't get to climb the lighthouse, we did take a walk on the boardwalk to check out the wildlife in the marshes behind the lighthouse. It was very beautiful and such a cool lighthouse with its black stripes. After we left the lighthouse, we headed north to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, another town on the Outer Banks. And we caught up with beachcomber Terry. We grabbed some coffee and chatted with her about her life there in Kitty Hawk. She's a beachcomber and a naturalist and a marine biologist, and she had so many fascinating things to talk about. It was great meeting up with her. After that, we were back on the road. We crossed from North Carolina into Virginia and then went across the Chesapeake Bay on the bridges and tunnels across the bay and finally ended up in Delaware. We spent the night in Rehoboth Beach, and the next morning we got up early. I got the car washed and charged, and we headed out to the beach in Lewes. The beach was full of fisher folk and covered in beautiful Cape May/Delaware Bay diamonds. After grabbing a handful of the colorful smooth stones, we were back on the road again. We drove through New Jersey and arrived at our next destination, Rockaway Beach, New York. The beach here was full of swimmers, sunbathers, and all kinds of people just getting away from the heat, which was pretty hot. We didn't find much on the beach aside from a crab shell, and when we heard the lifeguards talking about the bull shark that they spotted nearby, we decided it was a good thing we were not swimming. We got to watch sunset with the skyline of New York City in the background, and it was so beautiful. And this little beach town is part of the city of New York, but it felt a world away. Very, very fun to get away there. The next morning, we got up very early and headed to a beach in nearby Brooklyn that served as a landfill in the 19th and 20th centuries. We met up with Chris and Jody to go mudlarking that morning. The beach here is sandy in spots, but it's mostly covered in the trash that has eroded from the ground. Some of the things you can find are treasures to beachcombers, including lots of whole intact bottles, old toys, figurines, and more. Chris gave me a beautiful bonfire marble, and Jody gave me a perfect tiny stopper. We found buttons and toys, sea glass in all colors and patterns, and lots of sea pottery. I even found a little piece of blue willow china where you can see two of the fishermen crossing the bridge with their fishing poles. We spent another fun night in Rockaway, and then we headed out in the early hours the next day to head towards New England. On our way, we took a little detour to Connecticut to visit my hometown and see how much things have changed over the years. They've changed a lot. We drove through Massachusetts and then along the short coastline of New Hampshire and finally made it to my sister's house in Maine. Right before arriving, we reached 5,000 miles so far on our trip. At my sister's house, I had a chance to wash up my finds from the past 2 weeks and give some of them a much-needed soak in bleach. We also did a lot of laundry. We're heading up through Maine to Canada tomorrow, and I'll look forward to sharing some more of our adventures with you. Until then, have a great day and happy beachcombing!